Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Good morning vlogsters. Look at the most extraordinary coffee that my husband made me. It is Starbucks iced coffee because they were out of the Stoke cold brew at Aldi. He drizzled some sugar-free caramel on the cup. He put the cold ice, the iced coffee. He gave me whipped cream and drizzle on top with caramel macchiato sweetener. Not sweetener, but cream. Hold on, let's see. Wowzers, that's amazing. Oh my God, I love this man. I love this man anyway, but when he does stuff like this, oh my gosh. I bought that whole thing of iced coffee for the same amount of money that one of these would have cost at Starbucks. And don't get me wrong, Starbucks is a treat. It's good to treat yourself once in a while. However, they're only going to carry, they don't have Splenda anymore. You can't get Splenda in a packet. And they only have sugar-free vanilla, and that has Splenda in it. And they are possibly going to get rid of that too. Got this from an inside Starbucks source. My suggestion the other day, if you remember, was that Starbucks should just get all of their flavors be unsweetened and people add their own sweetener. Now, the Starbucks employees would still do, if somebody asked for a 5-pump chai, they would pump in 5 pumps of the chai and then 5 pumps of the sugar syrup type of thing, or 2.5 and 2.5, however that works in the formulations of the particular syrups. But I'm just saying, they would actually have to relearn formulas. And I know that that's hard for the baristas because they remember so much stuff already, but listen, with so many people being conscious of their health, and I love the fact that they want to switch to stevia because it's more natural. I love that. Then get a stevia sweetened syrup. They sell them, they sell other alternatives, allulose, they sell monk fruit, all of these things. And I know that they can be more expensive. So that's why I'm saying just leave it out, leave the sweetener out and maybe even go home and put your own sweetener in it or whatever. But I'm just so happy. Look at my beautiful coffee. Now today's Sunday sit and sip, which is technically Monday sit and sip, because I can never get my brain to think a day ahead. That's just how it works. You have to forgive me. My brain just doesn't work a day ahead like that sometimes. It's not a bonus video, but I posted, technically, the bonus video was on the main channel because I realized that not everybody watches live streams and not everybody watches the vlog channel. And I realized if you only subscribe to the main channel, you have no idea that I actually got my MRI or what my results were or anything. But then I realized that I barely talked about that during the vlog. I mentioned it a little bit. I did. I didn't give details like I gave you guys or that I gave on the live stream. But I kind of indicated that if you wanted more details, just watch the live stream or watch the vlog channel. I can't stop drinking this. It is so good. This is Smucker's sugar-free caramel ice cream topping. Excuse me. It is also made with Splenda. When you're doing keto, Splenda's not really good, clean ingredients, and it does have carbs in it if you use an excessive amount. But oh my gosh, it's so good. But neither is that International Delights creamer either, so there is that. Okay, how y'all doing today? I don't know if you guys watch Jim's channel. We got a package. Thank you, Liz, from Liz in the UK. Liz sent me the most gorgeous, I'm not going to cry. She sent me the most gorgeous thing that was her mother's. Her mother was a pastor, I believe is the term that she used, because or Eucharistic minister. I think that's what she said. Now that I think about it, I think that's what she said, a Eucharistic minister. She had it's basically a bowl, like a china bowl with a china hand in top. And she said a handful of blessings. So what she said to do, or what her mom does, is that, and I think this is, I'm sharing this with you because I think it's a great thing to do for everybody. Liz's mom gets 100% of the credit. I'm not taking any credit. It's not my idea. Please don't give my idea. Okay. Whether or not you have a hand statue or a bowl, the hand is just a great visual reminder of what it's for. She says she goes throughout the day and she puts tokens or reminders of what she is grateful for that day. Like, say, Jimmy gave me this coffee, right? So I will take the straw out. No, the straw is kind of big. But maybe write it on a piece of paper. My husband for knowing what I love or something. You know, like whatever your little blessing is, you put it in the bowl. And at the end of the day, you go through it and you were reminded of what joys came into your life and what blessings and what things to be grateful for and your gratitudes and stuff. So I thought that was such a great idea, like such a great idea. Currently, I physically am not using the bowl. My table is super crowded and I don't want to even risk the chance of knocking it over. So it's on my dresser. But I have done this digitally. I have started doing this digitally. Every time I get a reminder of a blessing like this iced coffee before I started vlogging, I have a notepad in my phone, and I can share. I try to do a screenshot for you guys to see what I'm talking about. But I have a notepad in my phone that I'm just jotting down my blessings and with today's date on it. And we'll just, go through it at the end of the day. Same like she said. I set a reminder on my digital assistant to count my blessings at 6 p.m. because that's about an hour before we go to bed. So anyhow, I'm super grateful for that. She also sent me this really cool tote bag, which I love. And it's like almost like a black and white toile on the outside with pink handles. But it's like a stretchy material. What an ingenious idea. Like, what an ingenious idea. And she also sent me the cutest, like, little primitive art doll that has, oh my gosh, she reminds me of Carol Burnett's cleaning lady. She has like a kerchief on. She's got rollers in her hair. She's carrying a little cleaning bucket. She's got on like an apron and like, oh, it's so cute. And she's holding a sign that says, cleaning crew is off today. Right? Cleaning crew. I think that's specific. But I'll ask Jimmy to take a picture for me because he went out and showed Mom and they totally wanted to just put it up in the house right away. It was just so cute. She was really sweet. She was like, I hope this doesn't offend you. And I was like, offend me? I laughed so hard. I thought it was the cutest thing. And the details. I was showing Lisa on FaceTime. I'm like, look at the details. Look at, she's got curly. She's holding a mop. This string mop is so cute. So I just loved it. I do love it, Liz. Thank you so much. I didn't realize, I know you told me about the bowl in hand and there was something else in there for me. I didn't realize that I should have opened it with Jim. So I just wanted him to be able to share that experience. He was so grateful to get all those things. He loves you so much. So it means a lot to us. Thank you. Okay, so that being said, now that that's done, because I wasn't in that video with him, we also received a beautiful gift for our anniversary that we did shoot a video, but we were trying to compile a few different videos together. So I don't know if Jim posted Liz's video yet, but I'm going to ask him if he could put the two videos together and share them. We opened a package from Michelle too, and it was just so beautiful for our anniversary. Like, I can't wait to put it up. Michelle, thank you. Today is Sunday. I am feeling 100% blessed. I know by now, you probably know that I sat for a really, really long time yesterday. And this morning, the video that I'm sharing on the vlog channel tonight, I am sitting again. I actually filled, start to finish, I filled both comblers all by myself for the first time since I hurt my leg. Now, I did try one time. I got about 90% done. I was more like 60% done. I got like 60% done before Jimmy finished for me. But I am so excited. I started to feel a little bit more today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I just like sat forever. But it could have just been like that whole, you know, movement going kind of exercise thing. But today I felt it a little bit more. And then I was like, maybe just I sat too long yesterday. I'm not really 100% sure. It It was yesterday, right? Yeah, it was yesterday. The days, it's one thing about it, I'll tell you. I need an orientation board like we have at the group home. Today's day is, and it's sunny out, and today's Tuesday. And don't forget, you know, I just realized you guys might not have any idea what I'm talking about. However, I will explain to you. Sometimes in the group homes with adults with developmental disabilities who are experiencing the beginning signs of dementia and Alzheimer's, and in many places that have Alzheimer's and dementia patients, they have what's called an orientation board. And usually your care worker or your nurse fills it in for you every day. Now, if there's some individuals who have Alzheimer's that have self-care still, they can do it themselves because we set up a box just like Monday through Sunday type of thing. So, you know, if you're putting away Mondays, you know, the next one is Tuesday automatically kind of thing. But most of the time you have someone do it for you. And what it is basically it's a big, sometimes plastic, cardboard, whatever wood made out of board, like a poster. And it either has pockets or Velcro, or sometimes they're magnetic. And what they do is it says today is, and you put the day of the week. And some elaborate ones will say July, or today is, what's today, September 12th. So we'll say like today is, and then you'll add Sunday, September 12th, 2021, right? You'll do that. Some have it elaborate with the whole date. And then it'll tell you like the weather. Today will be sunny tonight. And then sometimes they'll tell you like what the activity for the day is, or when meal times are, or what's on the menu. So it depends on how elaborate the person needs their information. Like some people with Alzheimer's stress out about certain things that normally we wouldn't, or normally they didn't. Like, what are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? When are we going to eat? When are we going to eat? Is it meds time? Like sometimes people can do that because they don't always have a sense of time. They don't always have a sense of time management. They don't have a sense of like orientation and that kind of stuff. So depending on what the person's needs are, you can customize the boards and stuff. But I just was like, I often forget what day it is. And this happened before I was bedbound, guys. This happened before I was bedbound. This used to happen out in the living room, especially when Jim was working from home. We were like, is today Tuesday? Today's Wednesday. We're off tomorrow. We're taking a day off tomorrow. I'm almost done with this. This is so good. The other day he made me one, and he didn't put any ice in it. And he put almost the whole bottle in there. He's like, why can't you sleep? No, I'm kidding. But he's like, it's almost all gone. I was like, yeah, because you didn't put any ice in my cup. This is 24 ounces. That's a 32-ounce bottle. Yeah, of course. Which I wasn't mad at. Obviously, it was delicious. So I'm grateful for everything he does. But I just thought it was funny because he didn't forget. He forgot you put ice in iced coffee. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so what's going on today? Today, I asked him if I can start organizing some stuff. Because I can sit, and I can sit longer, and I'm more comfortable, and I'm getting more comfortable every day. I tried to figure a way that I could actually do some work in the bedroom without making a mess. Because I don't know if you joined us for the live stream, but I had him tell everybody why he doesn't want me to craft in the bedroom. He's like, because I don't want to come in every night and have to clean it up. I don't personally recall him having to do that every night when I was first started my channel. I had the rolling table that didn't have anything but craft stuff on it. But I guess from occasion, you would lose a leaf or your flower blossom or glitter or whatever. So maybe that kind of stuff. But I don't really remember him having to clean up. But he does. So that's his memory, and we're just going to honor it. So I thought maybe at least I could do this. And then he was kind of really hesitant about it. And I asked him yesterday, I was like, no judgment, but why are you so hesitant to have me start working on this? And he's like, thought about it for a few minutes. And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, if you are truly hesitant, as opposed to like just not wanting to bring me the stuff, I was like, then we can discuss it. But I would really like to know why. I'm just trying to make it easier for us for the future. Like, I don't have to wait. And I did say to him, I said, can I be honest with you? And we talked about possibly doing this next week, just so you know. Because he said, I'll do it tomorrow, which is today. And I was like, no, just maybe next week. I said to him, I'm like, can I be honest with you? I said, I really don't want to wait until I'm better to do the office project. I said, by the time we're only working on the weekends, and I don't know exactly how much I'll be able to do when, like physically. I don't know if I can get down on the floor, you know, who knows? Maybe I could. Maybe one surgery and now all of a sudden I'm perfect. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know what I'll be able to do myself. And I don't know when I'll be able to help you. And if you can only do stuff on the weekends, it's going to be till after Christmas. This project won't be finished if we don't start, like, soon. And he's like, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, I just didn't realize. I said, I was really hoping, since I have such a delay in game, that I would be able to have it done when I'm better and just go in there and start working. Because then I'll just push. I said, it'll be Easter before I can do projects. And I wasn't trying to make him feel bad. Totally 100% was not. He's doing a wonderful job taking care of me. He is doing so much hard work. But just, I feel like, and again, sorry if it sounds like I'm complaining about my husband, because it's not. This is just me validating my feelings. This is all this is me telling you how I feel. I can have feelings that contradict my husband without being a complaint about my husband. Just so you know that. So I said, how I feel is that I often am left as not a priority in the things that I need. Now, I'm not like this kind of need, you know, but like, you know, we did his office first, and he promised me we were not going to fizzle out. And yes, he had to go to work, but he also had, like, I want to remind you guys of a scheduling thing. That's, again, not a complaint, but this is just why I feel the way I feel when I feel it. Jim had to go back to work for August, in August. So Jim had to find a job in August. We knew that we weren't making the money, and he would have to go back to work. And we weren't making the money because I hurt myself. And that's just basically what it is. So we knew Jim was going to have to go back to work. However, Jim took off a week. Well, we took off a week to go to Texas, or 10 days. And then he took off the whole week after that. And then he did nothing but drag his feet until he had to go back to work. Now, I don't say nothing but drag his feet, because, again, he was taking care of me. But that whole time, like, I mentioned to him, and I will mention to you, and I'm not complaining. It's just how my story is going. Is that I said to him afterwards, like, we had all this discussion, and he was really stressed out about taking care of me, and he was stressed out that I was in pain. And I reminded him, I was like, it was the first week. Like, the first week was the hardest. We had to figure out getting to the bathroom and back, and it hurt so bad coming back from the bathroom that I would just get so angry at myself, and if he got in my way, and then I ended up stutter stepping, it hurt so bad, and I would just take it out on him, be like, please just get out of my way, you know, like, just really harsh. And then I would always apologize immediately as soon as I was sat down, or as soon as I finished yelling at him, I would just apologize. I was like, I'm so sorry, it hurt so bad. I understand that really caused a lot of stress in his life. Then I got the first commode, which helped having to travel to the bathroom. It hurt so bad to go to the commode, but it hurt a lot less than walking to and back from the bathroom. And it was frustrating because he had to take care of me in ways that I couldn't take care of myself. The first commode was so tight that I couldn't take care of my cleansing needs all the time. So he had to help me with that, which was frustrating. Then we got the second commode almost right away. And it was better, but it wasn't good. And it still was an issue. He still had to help me. But my pain management, I started to take my medication, and my pain level was coming down. So he did still have to help me, not quite as much. The first week, I would call him when I needed him. And he's like, you're calling me every hour. And I was like, babe, I'm just calling you when I need you. So after the first week, we set up a plan. I said, I didn't know it was frustrating you. He's like, I can't get anything done. I was like, well, I didn't know you were getting anything done. You literally said, I'm glad I'm home so I can be here to take care of you. You didn't say, hey, I'm glad I'm home because I can clean while I listen for you to yell at me to take care. Like, I didn't know you were doing things. It's just like communication breakdown type of thing. So I said, how about you do this? check in with me just every 2 hours on the even hour. It'd be easy enough to remember. That's when my medication comes. I may need water or whatever to take the medication. Let's just do that schedule. And he did. And I know I feel like just told the story recently, but I'm telling it again. But for other reasons. So, he checked on me every 2 hours. That really was working. And then my medication the efficacy of my medication started to be a therapeutic level. So I was like, okay, now I only need you like every 4 hours. I take that one medication that you helped me with every 4 hours. We'll set up in the morning. We'll set up in the afternoon and then we'll go from there. Now, I will remind you guys, I hurt myself on the 25th of July. We went to the doctor on August 4th. August 2nd was when I started my medication, my pain medication. So we're talking about like the first week from like Sunday to Sunday. I started my medication. Technically, I started Sunday night. So I started my medication at week 1 because it took me a while to get that medication down. But the levels of ibuprofen that I was taking started to help a little bit. Not as much as the gabapentin did. So I first started taking the gabapentin and the other ibuprofen. And it was starting to like level off. It was starting to be a little bit better. But it was still, I was still in a lot of pain. I couldn't really sit still and not sit. I still couldn't sit for like more than a minute or two. And it hurt really bad if I did. So while he would push me in the wheelchair, it was just, I was excruciating, and it was just a lot of things, like a lot of things. And it was stressful on him, and it was stressful on me. And I'm not trying to be like, yes, he's the caregiver, and I totally want that. But I was going through a lot. Like, I'm not, again, not complaining, but I think that got lost somewhere. Because, I think because he was vocal about his stressors and his stresses, I think I got lost in the mix. I think that my needs and my concerns, the concerns for me got lost in the mix because I was going through something. And I know so many of you reached out to me. Many more of you are positive and reached out to me than are negative. But the negatives always have the most loud voices. Literally. They post the most. They post the loudest. They do the all caps so they could scream at you type of thing. But I feel like I got lost in there. Like, we were so concerned about how Jimmy's doing, taking care of me, that we forgot about, like, taking care of me. So I reminded him that even when he was coming every hour for 10 minutes, I was like, every hour for 10 minutes is like 160 minutes. That's like a total of like 3.5 hours out of the 16-hour day that you're, what'd you do the other 13-hour day, or 13 hours of the day, or whatever. Like, he lost that, you know, even when it started to get like every, you know, I come every 4 hours for 15 minutes. And I'm like, that's like an hour out of the 16 hours you're awake. That is, or even I'll give you 14 hours you're awake. Because, you know, that first hour when you're waking up and that first hour when you go to bed. Say it was 14 hours. I was like, out of the 14 hours that you're awake, you're helping me 1 hour. And you're complaining that you have no time to do anything. Like, that was the part that was kind of very frustrating on my part. Because then he started to get into all the things that he was doing for himself. We got the shed. Putting up the shed was a beautiful thing. His priority about putting up the shed was to get the mattress out of his office. Not to get the autumn decor out or the Halloween decor out or start setting up for holidays. It was to get the mattress out, the box spring out of his office, which I'm okay with. I told him that I thought that was not some place it needed to be anyway. It was originally going to be there away behind the white chairs in front of there's like a big giant wood piece between those windows. So like in front of the curtains and behind the white chairs and behind his tapestry. I just said, that's where we're going to keep the box spring. And he didn't want to put it there. He wanted to leave it where it was and then complain about where it was, which is fine. I'm not, hey, his room, his space, whatever. But that was his priority. His priority was to get his room empty. Okay. Okay. Fine. What about my space? Now, he does make money in his room, so it wasn't like I make more money in my room than you make. It wasn't even about that. It was literally like, fine, now we're done with your space. What about my space? And it just, oh, but I have to go get a job. So then he spent the next week like having to go get a job and doing details of this and details of that, of things that he was starting. And then he like did the shed, and he still hasn't gotten stuff from the storage facility. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm telling you guys my story of why. Just to remind you, this is the story of why I feel like I'm not, my needs aren't a priority. That's what I was getting to. So what I realized yesterday, after I could sit for an hour, over an hour actually, technically, and I sat twice yesterday, is that I could craft right now. I could go in my office and craft right now. If my office was clear, the path was clear, if the rug was already pulled up and the floor was already laid, I could take my walker in there and sit on my wheelie chair. I could do a lot in an hour. You guys have seen me do videos in an hour. So I'm not upset, but I feel like it's a little sad, a little disappointed in the state of things. So I did ask him, like, truly, I was like, why do we think that this is happening? He's like, I really don't know. And I can't answer for him. Obviously, I can't answer for him because I'm not him. So we'll have to ask him. He has been spending more time with me, which is beautiful. He's been more attentive and affectionate like he is normally. He hadn't been for a while, and I do understand why. But he is, even before my diagnosis, even before my MRI, he started to be more affectionate and more caring and spending more time with me. Hold on, this is going to be noisy. Gotta get all that good caramel, you know. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Oh man, so good. But, what was I gonna say? But I do have a friend who said that she would come and help. She actually offered to help decorate some autumn things around here so that I could, but I never actually got the autumn box to get the decorations out. So maybe I'll even have her do that. I just don't know where anything is. He put things in different places, and he said, I don't even know where everything is. So we'll see. Knock wood, we can find it and we can take care of it. But, you know, it's just, I'm antsy. I'm anxious. I would like to get it done. By the way, I didn't tell him that if my room was done, I could actually craft. This was something I just thought of yesterday. Actually, technically, what I thought of it yesterday, but I confirmed it this morning by sitting down and doing my comblers. Sometimes when we craft, you know, if we're painting something, it might take the course of 2 days. So I was thinking, yesterday it popped into my head, like, I could craft for an hour. I could do a wreath in an hour. Totally, 100% could do a wreath in an hour. But then I started to think of, like, all the things that I do and, like, could I paint? And I was like, well, that'd have to be 2 days in a row. And if I could sit for 2 days in a row, and today sitting, I felt like I couldn't sit as long, but I could sit. So I am going to talk to him about this tonight. He did say he would start next week, but I don't want him to feel bad. I just want to encourage him the best that I can without feeling pushy. And that's a very fine line to walk on sometimes. It's especially when your husband needs encouragement to do something for you or for the house, for the family, like not specifically for him. He does need encouragement to do things for him, like to exercise and to do his stretches and that kind of thing. But I don't mind being bossy when it comes to that, because I could just throw, like, this is what the doctor told you to do, so go do it type of thing. So that's like a little bit easier. Uh-oh, here he comes.
Question.
Oh, he's got a question. Hold on, please.
Can you cook bacon from frozen?
You can. It's hard to really separate it, but you can soak it. It defrosts really quickly.
Okay.
Why are you asking?
Because Mom said she would go for the big breakfast.
If we had bacon?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to defrost bacon.
Yeah, just soak it in your claw. It'll defrost really quickly.
Okay. What you got there?
I'm vlogging.
Oh.
Want to vlog to everybody?
We're vlogging again?
The vlog this morning was the accomplish for my regular main channel. This is a vlog channel for everybody. We were just talking about you, though.
Okay.
Because I had a revelation.
Uh-oh.
Should I share the revelation with Jim in front of the camera? Would that be putting him on the spot? I don't think it is.
No.
Okay.
I just don't want to hurt your hip and whatnot.
So yesterday when I sat for an hour,
Mm-hmm.
I had a thought. But I wanted to confirm it today to see if I could sit again.
Oh, you know what I say about thought.
Listen to me. It's important that you're listening to me.
I am listening.
Okay. I don't want you to feel bad about this, but it's just to encourage you for the future.
Okay.
I realized that yesterday morning that if my office was finished with the new floor and everything, and it was cleared up, I could have crafted yesterday. I could craft today. Because if I could sit for an hour and walk in there without carpet and I had a clear path, I could get back to work.
Well,
so I don't want you to feel bad that it's not done yet, but we were just talking. This vlog today was kind of like how I sometimes feel like my needs aren't a priority sometimes. And
yeah.
it's just, I know we've talked about it, but.
Well, we'll see what happens next weekend.
Yeah, that's what I told him. You said that.
Because, I mean,
if I can start to do the boxes, that will help, you know?
Yeah, because I really can't finish up in my office until I get all that extra glassware that you wanted to craft without.
I gotta get, so that's it.
It's one of those things like, well, I really can't do this until this is done, and did it.
Right, so now you gotta do, we have to do the office, the craft room, so we can get the office finished. Okay.
I mean, I could,
and the kitchen, for that matter. There's a lot of stuff in the kitchen that's got to go in the craft room.
Yeah.
And the guest room, and we have to finish all those spaces. And
because one of the things that I was talking about in was it Friday? It was, well, within the last couple of days, I was talking about how that I can't really do what I want to do to finish up in the office until I can get rid of all that glassware. And I was like contemplating, do I just box it all up so I can put it in there in the craft room, then have to bring it out just to clean up in the craft room? So I said, I'll just leave it because there's no point of moving it, then moving it, and then moving it again. So it's kind of like...
We also talked about it's there, so it's safe.
Yeah.
You know, it's there to be protected.
Right.
That's
the last thing I want to do is...
break it, yeah, exactly.
Move it in there and end up getting broken and feeling responsible and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So.
The last thing is, did you post a video of Liz's gift opening?
No, it's...
The reason I asked is because I have that little video clip from when we opened Michelle's anniversary gift. I'd love to shoot it to you so that you can make one video. I could help you do that very easily.
Yeah, we're going to work on that later because I haven't posted that video because... I'm
sorry.
No, that's all right. I'm stretching my arm out. Because I didn't know when to post it. I wanted to...
I mean, you just did it yesterday. We just got the package yesterday, so I just wasn't sure. Sometimes you go real quick with your turnover, so that's why I was asking.
Well, that was one thing that I didn't want to do real quick because I'm pretty sure Liz wouldn't mind, me putting it on there because I didn't.
Yeah, you kept the private stuff private.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
she had to keep some private stuff private. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So.
All right, let me finish and then go soak your bacon. If there's a smaller package...
We ain't got a big enough tub for me to soak my bacon.
Do we have a small package or just a big package of bacon?
I have to pull something out of the freezer. So
okay. If there's a small one, it'll defrost faster. That's all I was going to say. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Love you. It will defrost pretty quickly, by the way. I honestly, it will. Yeah. Bacon totally 100% goes from frozen to defrosted in the bacon drawer overnight. Like, that's how fast, when everything else stays frozen forever and ever. All right.
Okay.
I love you. He tickled my belly button. By the way, this was amazing.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, my gosh. And we have to get more, though, because we don't have any cold brew coffee left, anything. Okay.
No. You got creamer and whatnot, but no...
yeah, that's what I meant.
No cold brew.
If I had a regular coffee pot... Because you make cold brew is not, but I can make iced coffee in a regular coffee pot.
Yeah.
I probably could make cold brew.
Nah, I don't know. I know there's special machines and whatnot that you can...
Cold brew is soaking coffee.
Oh.
And then draining it. Basically slow, room temperature water pulling the essence out of the coffee.
We had like the pouches. There's pre-designed,
oh, the coffee brew pouch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Anyhow.
All right. Love you. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, if I can do anything to help, you'll ask?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I love you.
You know what you can do to help?
Get up.
Come on, cook it.
Get up. I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that. Yesterday, I actually contemplating sitting at the kitchen table and eating dinner with everybody. But I spent so much time sitting early, I was afraid to do the walking and sitting and have to get up in the middle of dinner. That's what I was afraid of. I was like, if I'd have to get up in the middle of dinner, I feel like that would have been worse than sitting together. So what I did was I ate in here. We left the door open and I could talk to everybody from the other room. That was nice. I got to eat with Mom for the first time in a long time. Technically, we ate lunch in the car the other day, so that doesn't count. Listen, love you guys. Thank you for being here while I talk to my husband. I am so grateful for everything in my life, you guys. It's so important to just be reminded every day that there's always something to be grateful for. You can always find joy in any moment. And there's no reason not to smile, just for the heck of it. Smiling, what is it? Exercise creates endorphins. Exercise creates endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't kill their husbands. That's my Legally Blonde quote of the day. But listen, guys, I really do. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, even those of you who are struggling with liking this channel, but still want to come on here and remind me of what I'm doing wrong in life. I'm grateful for you too, because, you know, you boost my revenue. So thanks for that. But seriously, I am grateful for all of your love and support, your kindness and generosity. You're amazing. You guys are beautiful. I love you. And as always, you take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.